What is art? Is art a perfectly painted landscape which encapsulates the very meaning and emotions of art? Is it a splash of random color on a canvas created by a critically acclaimed artist? Well, I think that art is a bunch of bored programmers pasting JPEGs onto a pixel canvas. So I did just that. Okay, so what the heck did I do this time, right? Well, you see, as a programmer you work with exact stuff that is always numeric and precise, and that can really get into your head. So I like to enjoy the organic stuff, the stuff that doesn't have to be precise. I'm not that much of an artist myself. I did try it a few times, but I'm nowhere near as good as half of the internet. So I like to enjoy other people's work. And speaking of art, I got this amazing wood play button from No Fruit Loops at Discord. It's a little bit outdated, but I love it nonetheless. Thank you very much. It really warms my heart. What I did essentially is create a 256 by 256 canvas of pixels which anyone on the internet can change. All they have to do is send a post request containing the desired coordinates and the desired RGB value, and then it gets immediately drawn onto the canvas, which can be previewed on a web page. There was also a 0.01 second timeout bound to the IP address of the drawer. It's an idea I stole from a programmer's summer camp without asking them. I'm sorry guys, but if you have young kids or older kids in the Czech Republic, you should go check it out. They can teach them how to code. It's really nice. So without further ado, let's go check out what the internet made. Huh, wait. I paused it. It's too fast. Let's go take another look. Right when the canvas started, people already figured out they can use Tor to have multiple IP addresses, and that's when the boy kisser appeared, a titan which was going to persist for the entirety of the canvas. Mental Outlaw had a short appearance, and then he was replaced by a sus version of the Discord logo. Yeah. One thing I loved to see was the pag.png image from Minecraft, which had the amazing ability of enduring all the vandalism that's been done to it over the time. And this is where the first attempt at taking down the boy kisser was made by this green blob, but yet the boy kisser prevailed. For now. Shrek made a quick appearance with his seductive look. The boy kisser swapped images at this point, and it was almost seeming as if it was out, but we will see more of it later, trust me. So after the boy kisser left, a brutal noise vandalism started, and pag.png was just scraping by. Hang in there, my boy! Some demonstrations against the noise were tried and brutally suppressed, just like in real life. And for some reason, the entire canvas started villainizing the boy kisser without it actually being there. This prompted the boy kisser to leave a taunting message, which stirred up the situation even more. People started interrogating the boy kisser, like, what's your name? Some chaos lovers tried summoning the boy kisser again, calling out to it, but the green blob took care of those messages pretty quickly. The boy kisser continued with some more taunting messages, and I just have to appreciate a good sine wave as a programmer. That's a good sine wave. This moment marked the return of the boy kisser, and it also started a wave of vandalism against it, but the boy kisser prevailed again, permanently marking its space as a prominent force on the canvas. Someone drew my face over the boy kisser's face, so yeah, that's a look. Then a wave of Among Us crewmates appeared, and they didn't stay for long because the boy kisser just cleaned them right off a few minutes later, so yeah. Early in the morning, the boy kisser changed the image asking how everyone is, and Piggy replied, "I'm doing okay, thank you." How nice! And a surprise appearance by Elon Musk himself, fading in and out of existence, and I am not getting into the politics, so I'm just saying he's here. Wait. Is that Mattia Binotto? No! And for some reason, someone just started printing smartphone ads on the canvas, and this persisted pretty much until the end of the canvas. So yeah, basically all the smartphones you can think of. Someone even came to advertise their backyard space program. And it took people embarrassingly long to realize that if it has a screen, you can draw bad apple on it. And so this is what I like to call the bad apple era, because several different bad apples appeared and they were all amazing. Someone even drew me next to the bad apple, which is nice. Hello, me. And then I disappeared. And then I reappeared. Let's go. Oh wait, what's that there in the middle? Oh no. Even Doctor Who made an appearance with multiple TARDISes. God knows why. And one thing I absolutely loved was a little Undertale happening in the top right corner. It was absolutely amazing. And it became a little bit of a mayhem now, with random colors, random images, random bad apples, random rickrolls, and the canvas became a Windows XP desktop for some reason with a taskbar at the bottom. I don't know, boy kisser. I'm asking the same question. And I'm just amazed by how long it took for a PlayStation to appear on the canvas, and in the end it was just this little one. But hey, still appreciate it. And at the very end of this, pag.png is still hanging out through all the terrors and through all the vandalisms, and occasionally even changing into other Minecraft pictures. So you see, this is how I define art. For Amy is not written there yet. The doctor hasn't visited us yet. But you see, art is defined by the people who enjoy it. I hope the server won't cost that much. Oh, give me a second, please. Ano, prosím.
Dobrý den, jsem ze společnosti Northwestern Electricity Board. Máte u nás nedoplatek za provozování serveru?
No a kolik to je?
Jsou to 3 kvadriliony dolarů.
This video is sponsored by Brilliant. Brilliant is where you learn by doing, with thousands of interactive lessons in math, data analysis, programming and AI. I've never been great at sitting through long, monotone lectures, no matter how interesting the topic. That's why I love Brilliant. It helps me learn at my own pace, whether I'm at home on a big screen or on the go with a phone in a bus. Their large language model courses in particular have been a game changer for me. Interactive sliders and step-by-step explanations make learning both fun and intuitive. If you watch this channel, you know that I like to program games for the original PlayStation. But getting good performance out of its limited hardware requires some solid grasp of some tricky math concepts. That's why Brilliant is my go-to whenever I need to learn something new. Their interactive lessons make complex topics way easier to understand, especially with their step-by-step explanations and intuitive visuals. With a huge selection of courses designed by award-winning teachers, researchers and professionals, Brilliant is perfect whether you want a quick grasp of a new concept or a deep dive into a topic. To try everything Brilliant has to offer for free for a full 30 days, visit brilliant.org/bandwidth. Or you can click the link in the description. You'll also get 20% off an annual subscription. So that's my definition of art. But remember, art is everything that makes you feel like an artist. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to support me using memberships, leave a like or subscribe. Goodbye.